Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Friday today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And I'm going to talk about a lot of reasons I think we're getting very close for XRP to really take off. So let's go. Ripple partner and Wells Fargo collaborating on Swift replacement. That was from back in March. So the clearinghouse, a known Ripple partner company, is working with Wells Fargo on a cross-border payment system specifically designed to support digital commerce that could potentially replace SWIFT. The system, known as Real-Time Payment Service, would facilitate the real-time transfer of digital currency between eligible accounts at Wells Fargo. A new Wells Fargo online service agreement has been shared online that details how this project could directly challenge SWIFT's dominance. But they only said digital currency. They did not say XRP, right? Well, XRP was listed as a digital currency by Wells Fargo. Clearly, they see what's coming. Glad to see the strong financial health of Ripple, exploring acquisition opportunities too. The future looks bright. And what do we see there? Digital currency, XRP. And I know things are moving quicker now. I'm going to also show you one more thing. So, Ripple XRP, it scales to any amount, settles within 3 seconds, costs fractions of a penny to send money. Bank of America is involved. I don't think Berkshire Hathaway dumps Wells Fargo after 30 years for Bank of America for no good reason. We'll see. Now, that was from June of 2021. And I want to show you this list, because in the previous videos I've done on XRP, we talked about XRP and XLM teaming up with Navati. Ripple or XRP being used by SBI. We know it's also tied to American Express. Things are starting to come together now. We're starting to see how these companies are using XRP in the real world. So back then, it was a little bit different. Back then, it was just being talked about. We couldn't see what those ties meant for XRP. But now, it's all starting to make sense. And the thing is, the reason I know we're getting close to XRP being used for cross-border payments and CBDCs coming online all over the world, and the new financial system being launched, is because we see things like this. China, Misheng Bank, one of the biggest casualties of the real estate debt crisis roiling Asia's largest economy. Large group of protesters chanting, "Return my money immediately." Police on the scene were preparing a crackdown to silence this scandal. And we've seen a lot of these issues in China recently. But then we also see this, banks updating terms and conditions, applying limits to how much you can have in accounts. This amounts to capital controls and is only going to accelerate. So far, we've confirmed both Halifax and Lloyd's have done this. Now they're limiting you to how much money you could have in the bank. But then we see this, gunman takes hostage at Beirut Bank to try to free his trapped savings. Think about that. He just wants his money that he already has. It's his money. But, like we said in yesterday's video, not your vault, not your money. You got to think about that, because that is becoming very important right now. We see it happening all over the world. Liquidity crisis, all kinds of crisis. Every single day you turn on the news, it's crisis after crisis. I honestly believe they want to keep us preoccupied while they're launching a brand new financial system in the background. And people just don't see it. You know how many people I talk to and I say to them, hey, maybe now's the time you should get into crypto before it's too late? XRP will make you rich if you invest now. And they say, well, I'd rather have money in the bank. Things aren't looking good, with inflation and all. I don't want to be investing anything right now. That's the thing. We see inflation. We see crisis after crisis. The bank is not going to be the one that saves you. Holding money in the bank isn't going to be the thing that saves you from all of this. One day you'll go to get that money out and you won't be able to get it. At least with XRP, you'll still hold your XRP if you hold it in cold storage. I don't like to keep it on exchanges, especially now. I do really feel time is getting closer because we're starting to see more and more of this. And then we also see this. A historic drought in Europe is causing major rivers to evaporate. These rivers are not only crucial for commerce, but for transporting coal and powering nuclear reactors, which will be vital in the absence of Russian energy this winter. We know an energy crisis is coming for Europe. I wonder how much we're going to see in the United States now that we're trying to buy oil from all over the world. Things are not looking good. That's how I know we're getting close. See the impacts of inflation on food security around the world with this World Bank infographic. And I mean, you see it right here again. You go to the store, you know how much you're paying for food now and how much you paid just 2 years ago. It's absolutely crazy, and the price continues to go up. It's going up on every single thing. You go to get gas. Gas is outrageous in price. We were paying $2 a gallon, literally, 2 years ago? And the thing is, this is going to continue to happen, and it's going to continue to go on and on and on. Then we get the big one, the liquidity crisis that is going to rock the entire globe, in my opinion. That's what I can see coming. Then what happens? The new financial system is ushered in, bringing XRP with it to move all of the money. Anybody that does not see this coming to light is blind to it. You, as an XRP holder, can see it happening. You see the ties to the banks Ripple has. You see XRP being used here and there throughout the world already. You can see CBDCs popping up country after country. The list goes on and on. Digital currencies being created all the time, some backed by precious metals. We are getting close. Now's the time to be very patient. And then it starts with this. So complete frequently asked questions on ISO 222, the Universal Financial Industry Messaging Scheme. And we see it here. The adoption of ISO 222 is the catalyst for users to create frictionless payments and become a more data-driven business. Increase efficiency, enhance client process, automation, service innovation, frictionless cross-border payments, power of data. A new Bretton Woods moment taking shape. XRP is money. Now we've seen her talk about XRP as a stable coin. It made people think that XRP is only going to peg to the US dollar, and it will never go over $1. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. This is the same lady at the IMF that said it will be a stable coin backed by something like a precious metal. It has to be backed. It will have a monetary value, not worth $1. And we see this coming about right now. People still believe that the IMF is going to adopt XRP very, very soon. So, fam, get Bretton Woods 3.0. What is Bretton Woods? Talk of BRICS nations creating a new reserve currency introduced the idea of Bretton Woods 3.0. Before tackling 3.0, it's helpful to understand the original agreement. And this is the original agreement, okay? So, agreement made after World War II between large nations to stabilize currencies and avoid repeat of post-World War I problems. Delegates met in 1944 at the Mount Washington Hotel in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. United States led the conference as nation with most wealth, 2/3 of the world's gold at the end of World War II. International Monetary Fund. Purpose of the IMF is to monitor exchange rates and lend reserve currencies to nations with balance of payments deficits. When you import more commodities than you export, the World Bank was also created to lend money to low and middle income nations. However, those loans often have strings attached. The end of Bretton Woods happened in 1971. U.S. President Nixon ended the agreement by ending the option to trade USD for gold at the fixed rate of $35 per ounce. The U.S. had overspent on the Vietnam War and the Great Society Social Program and did not have enough gold to cover the amount of currency issued. But I believe we're going back to this because of BRICS, because of what Russia and China is doing. I can see this happening. And then we see this. Glenn Hutchins, an American investor, billionaire, makes it abundantly clear that XRP Ripple protocols will be used for the new Bretton Woods system. We've already won. Patience is our only weapon now. Then we see this. Just in, Bitcoin and Ethereum rise following fiat inflation reading. The recent CPI report suggests that inflation in the U.S. may have peaked after rising at its fastest pace in 4 decades. I can tell you right now that we are not at the height of inflation yet. Whenever they tell you the top is in, it's really not. They try to reassure you that things are looking better than they actually are. And the thing is, they're going to continue to keep you preoccupied with crisis after crisis while they build CBDCs, build digital currencies all over the world. You can see it. You invest in cryptocurrency. You hold XRP. You can see exactly what is coming. Now's the time for you to be patient. I could tell you just by the things I show you in these videos. You know, energy crisis, food crisis, inflation going up, bank crisis, bank runs. That's how you know we're getting very close. I believe November, things are going to change drastically. I think by then XRP will have already moved up in price. I think by then the SEC lawsuit will be over. I know XRP is ISO compliant, and we also have Flare coming out next month. Things only look good for people that hold XRP. If you don't hold XRP, the future looks very bleak at this moment. Things are getting bad, and it's not looking good anytime soon. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.